Hello and welcome to yet another ridiculously late in the evening unboxing. This is Patrick. Switching over now, I guess. This one's going to start out a little differently. We After my last Loot Crate unboxing, a little bit of information came to light, and it turns out that there were some issues with one of the items, particularly the one item that I really enjoyed out of the Power Crate, the most recent crate, prior to the one I'm unboxing tonight. Over here, the Marvel Infinity Gauntlet Oven Mitt. They've issued a recall notice. There were some issues with them not being able to handle the heat that an oven mitt is advertised to. So if you are a Loot Crate subscriber and you were not already aware of this, just do a search for Loot Crate recall, and it's several pages down, but there are a lot of pages before Loot Crate's official page on it. But basically, stop using the oven mitt, put it somewhere where nobody's going to use it as an oven mitt. It is now for decorative purposes. They will contact us once they figure out what the heck they're going to do. But on from that, now on to this night, whatever's feature. As per usual, let's show you the lovely Loot Crate page real briefly. What we're doing is we're unboxing Loot Crate. Big shock, it's in the title. What is Loot Crate? It's a big box of stuff. It's monthly, $20 a month. Guaranteed a t-shirt. I don't know exactly the exact numbers. It's really all up to debate and what your personal value is. This month's crate is Dystopia is the theme. So, post-apocalypse, end of the world, chaos, havoc, collapse of society, that kind of thing. We have this month's crate. It's a square package. So we'll get into it. I know what's in here. It technically arrived on Monday. I hadn't gotten my mailbox. I've had some health issues that I'm not going to go into, and not something you have to worry about. But just, I'm a little late on this, and I apologize. I'm waiting for my other monthly unboxing crate to arrive. Strangely, these usually arrive right around the same time. This one arrived way early. In fact, this arrived just a few days after the cutoff, and I'm used to it coming way, way later. But here we go. So, we're going to start out with the t-shirt, because, as I say, there's always a t-shirt. This one is, and this one I think is actually pretty cool. This one I'll probably actually wear, RoboCop. RoboCop. It's a Loot Crate branded shirt. I don't know who actually manufactures them. They're made in China. This one feels actually pretty decent compared to some of the past ones. I like the design. It is classic 80s Peter Weller RoboCop, not new school whoever it was RoboCop. So it's the good RoboCop. Now, I know there was some controversy on this one. This was the advertised Fallout exclusive. And these are sticky wickets for a lot of people. It's a Fallout Dorbs by Funko. People have really been wanting more Funko, so I'm going to put this on the main box in a moment. People have been wanting more Funko things in the crates, but I can guarantee that it's been partly hard because Funko does manage and run the Marvel Collector's Corps and Smuggler's Bounty crates, as well as the Legion of Collectors, the Marvel, DC, and Star Wars crates. And people tend to prefer their pops to the Dorbs. I am definitely much more of a pop collector. This one will probably stay in the box. Because I'm not necessarily a huge Fallout fan, but I am a fan of Dystopias, which is the reason why I was still excited to get this. I like it, it's not bad. I don't know if it's exclusive or if they just got a big bunch of the Power Armor ones. I don't know if they were all. Everyone I've seen has had the Power Armor. Again, I don't know if they don't have an exclusive sticker on here, so I don't know if it's necessarily. They said it's exclusive, but I always am leery when there's not the exclusive sticker on here for anything Funko. So put that there. Next, we have a Matrix 300-piece puzzle. It's actually pretty cool. It looks like it's the poster from the first movie as a 300-piece puzzle. This I'll actually do. I like puzzles. The last one was Rick and Morty. The last puzzle that I got in a loot crate. And I hadn't seen Rick and Morty until long after I got the crate. It's a fun show. I'll continue to watch it on and off. I powered through it, so. But The Matrix, I actually really enjoyed the first movie. The other ones were not necessarily as great, but they did a heck of a job building the world originally. And you can take, and if you have a good imagination, you can sit back and come up with your own stories within the world as you prefer it. That's the way things should work with movies and that kind of thing. We don't need to always demand sequels. It's just a personal. Next we have a decorative metal Terminator. So got the plastic coating on it. Pretty nice. I'll probably find somewhere to put this. I've got a thing above the door in my bathroom with a metal Orangina postcard, so I'll probably end up putting this up there with that. We have. Sorry, I'm reaching down here. I'll show the inside of the box here in a moment. Next, we have our. And this is kind of this I really kind of dig. The odd part is that usually the loot crate stuff, they tend to throw loot crate exclusive onto like everything that's in there. Like if it's an exclusive, they tend to like get the people who manufacture it to stick loot crate exclusive on there. Loot crate exclusive, loot crate exclusive, and loot crate exclusive. This one, there's nothing that actually says loot crate exclusive, even though supposedly everything now in the loot crates is a loot crate exclusive. I don't know. I'm not the one who advertises this. But the next one, this is a weird, useful, depending on who you are, frustrating to some, I would say. Like myself, I live in an apartment, if you couldn't tell, just by the way things are set up. So unless I owned a house, or I were to make this for my parents' house or something like that, I probably won't end up having this cut. But it's a key blank with the symbology of Bioshock Infinite, with the bird and cage by Irrational Games and 2K. I really dig it. I have to see if it matches the locks in my house or my mother's house or my apartment. But probably I won't cut it for my apartment. I may, when all is said and done, at some point, like if I move or something like that, find a particular door that this fits and have this made get those knobs and that kind of. Next, in every loot crate, they used to have a little button that started right after I started with Loot Crate, and then they recently, this past January, I believe it was, changed from buttons to pins. Interestingly enough, I like the design of this month's pin, the Dystopia pin. It's a Fallout bomb. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about the quality on this one. it's one of those things where it's a little precarious because of the way some of these things are. Right here. It's a key apartment. You can have things relatively in your arm's reach. So we've got the March pin right here. Oh, there it is. So this, which is the gloss enameling to it relatively thin pen, is the June one. And this, for comparison, is March's Versus pin. You can see that it's more of the enameled Colossian style pin. It's, by comparison, quite a bit thicker. Let's see if I can get these positioned right. The top one is the new one, the bottom one is the old one. Quite a bit thicker from the old style. I prefer the old style. I can't speak to how things are continuing. I'm not gonna debate quality, because that's all up to you. I've never maintained. I keep them in a box. The pins and buttons that have come with past crates. I have all of them, but it hasn't been a big priority for me to have those on display or anything like that, like I do with the ones from Smuggler's Bounty and Collector's Core. But I'm not impressed with this one. It may be that it looks like they actually partnered with somebody for this one, as opposed to the other ones, which doesn't have a manufacturing partner on there. They may be having just looking at this, seeing when I was talking about the Loot Crate exclusive, you can actually see on the packaging for this, or you may see that it's got the Loot Crate logo on there, manufactured for Loot Crate. Double check on the rest of these. Matrix puzzle. Says nothing about Loot Crate on it, on the actual box. Same thing with the doors. And likewise with the Terminator metal piece. Now, one of the things that I have appreciated that's happened, and they started doing this because it surprised them how popular their original Villains crate was, but they started doing decor and decorating the innards of their boxes. And they're set up so that you can reverse them and open them up and all that. But we've got, it's really kind of hard to see, I apologize, like late at night, I have only so much light in my apartment and light locations for light. It's a power armor garage from Fallout 4. And we've got the Dystopia. Welcome to the wasteland, a dystopian future awaits. There. I dig it, not necessarily as much as some of the past ones. I'm not going to sit here and complain and whine and moan about it, but oh, and then as per always, there's a magazine with information about what's inside, advertising their various other crates and add-ons. And their Mega Crate, which hard to see those. There are a lot of people in only one of those, and so your chances are like getting to lottery level of getting those. Yeah, little magazine. And that was this month's Loot Crate. They do have several other crates. They have their Loot Crate Cross Crunchyroll Anime Crate. They have their Loot Gaming Crate, which is a focus on video gaming. I emphasize that because I'm also a fan of pen and paper gaming, and I kind of wish that they would have looked in when they said gaming, worked on the whole of gaming, but that's just a personal thing. They have their Loot Crate DX, which is a large, dramatically more expensive, but much larger. It's very similar to, if you look at my past unboxings, the Mass Effect crate, kind of one of those on a monthly scale, with larger items, with more value. They also have their level ups, socks, accessories, additional t-shirts, higher quality t-shirts, that kind of thing. All I get is just normal default. Those are all available. If you're watching me on Twitch now, which I don't know if you are, which I doubt. I can't see it. But if you enjoyed this and you're watching live, down below I have a link to subscribe to Loot Crate. Of course, you can go to lootcrate.com, but there's a link that'll help me out. Not a whole lot, but whatever. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel after the fact, it'll be listed in the description. I shall be back in a couple of days with the Marvel Collector's Core Women of Power unboxing. If you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube, feel free to go over to twitch.tv/RavenWisha, which pretty much right here, same name as my YouTube. Throw me a follow there. It'll let you know when I start streaming, when I'm doing my unboxings live. If not, and you just want to see what my videos are, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below on YouTube. Or if you're watching on Twitch, go over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Hope you've enjoyed this.